Hey viewers, welcome to Vedic Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be discussing week 44 of the year 2023. What's in store? I'll be sharing in the first half, and then, or we can say just a few minutes, and then we'll be going to the 12 sign predictions. So stay tuned. There's lots happening, and when I'm making this video, we are heading to the lunar eclipse night. So we all have to just pray for the world, peace in the world. And this is a very important eclipse also because this is the last lunar eclipse of the year, 2023. When I'm talking about the readings, these are all very general readings, and you have to actually change the time as per your time zone also. If at all moon's movement is, somewhere in the east, it'll be ahead of where I am, and then it'll be behind where I am from there. So if it's in the west. So you have to just modify a little bit. And then also remember that no event takes place on the very day of the transit. That's a rule, that's a law. Because, everything is just, on the average calculations, whatever we are getting to know. So we must actually take it in a, let's give it some space, that, okay, this can happen a week later also. So that's what. And we must actually, also understand that the transit videos that I keep doing, they are not going to be the event creators. Dasha, transit, they are not the event creators. I keep repeating all this because there are new subscribers also who don't know how I look into the transits. So I must tell them also that how you should see the transits, the basics. So the law says that you should always, just see whether in the birth horoscope, the event is promised or not. Is it committed or not? If there is a childbirth or a marriage in the horoscope, so you must see whether it's going to happen in a particular dasha and in the particular transit. So then we come to know about the event, basically. This, like, we have to go step by step, and there is a compilation of everything. It cannot just happen in isolation that, we're just looking at the event. Oh, why it didn't happen? Vanita Lenka told that this is going to happen. But you have to have the dasha. So when you have a personal chart, I cannot do it, obviously I'm not doing personal readings right now. I'm just doing a very, very generic reading wherein I will be covering all the signs, and I will share with you what are the planetary positions during this week. And especially when we are doing the weeklies, we have to see the moon's movement. Where is it actually forming a connection with the planets? Because the outer planets, which are slow moving planets, they change signs, they stay in a particular sign for a longer period. But the innermost planets, obviously moon, we have to see for the day-to-day affairs. Then we have to see Mercury, Venus, Sun for the monthlies. We have to see Mars, as a matter of fact, also, because these will give you the clear picture about our day-to-day, the theme of our lives related to the day-to-day affairs. So that's what is the most important. And as you know, moon interacts with all the planets. It takes 27 days to complete the whole cycle of the 12 signs. So it has to interact with all the planets one by one. And this week we have moon's interaction with all the planets, because it's going to be in the Kendra also. And Venus is going to be changing signs. It's going to be in the debilitation sign. That's why the color is light green, because Venus is getting debilitated here in the Virgo sign ruled by Mercury. There's an exchange between Venus and Mercury also for 3 days. And we do have Jupiter and Sun at the closest, or we can say at the exact opposition also this week. Jupiter is retrograde. It's not having the potency to give results. Venus is debilitated. It doesn't have that great potency to give the results. So can you see almost all the planets are afflicted right now in the sky? So this is not a good situation overall. And do remember that, whatever I speak of, I don't sugarcoat the readings. I cannot do that. That's unethical. That if I just keep saying that, everything is beautiful, everything is going to be a very beautiful phase. When we are talking about the planetary positions, we must also discuss the sensitive points of the transits, because it's not that everything is hunky-dory. So we must actually take it in a stride, because if there are good transits, I do talk about them in a positive manner also. Also, we have festivals. We have Karwa Chauth, which is actually a fast that the married women actually they fast on this day for the well-being of their husband or the partner. Okay, from the morning, early morning till the time they see the moon rise, the moon. And we have Ahoi Ashtami also. That's on the Karwa Chauth is on the 1st, and Ahoi Ashtami is the 4 days later. That is on the 5th of November. We have Ahoi Ashtami. Now, if Karwa Chauth is for the husband or the partner, the Ahoi Ashtami fast is for your sons or the children. So the mothers fast from dusk to dawn, and they just want to, for their children's well-being, long life also. So these are the 2 important festivals we are heading to this week. And that's why we have such a diverse, country, because we live in this, because we have so many festivals. We celebrate each and every occasion, can you see? And everything starts with, Ganesha Chaturthi, and back to back, we have all the festivals here lined up. So enjoy and do pray for everybody across the globe for peace, happiness, success, prosperity, health. Let's all pray for one and all. All right. So this is what is the summary, and let me start sharing with you what exactly is this week looking like, and what exactly this moon's position is going to be. All right. So this is what this moon's position in the 44th week is. We have moon transiting through the Taurus sign on the 30th till the 1st evening, and is going to be aspected by Mars here. Let me share with you. Okay. So moon is going to be firstly in the sign of Taurus, and Mars is looking here from the 8th aspect. When moon moves into the Gemini sign, it is going to be in trine to all the planets. Can you see? All the planets are in trine. All the planets means Saturn, Sun, Ketu, Mercury, Mars. So this is definitely a very precarious time. Whenever moon, our minds, they get this, all this gets afflicted, because moon's ingress in the signs is very, very important to see. It's forming a connection with all the planets one by one. Venus is going to be changing signs also this week, and that's happening on the 3rd of November. Moon leaves the Gemini sign on the 3rd of November and is going to be in trine to Saturn and all the planets. Venus moves into the Virgo sign on the 3rd of November till the 30th of November. Now, what is precarious about this transit is that it is going to be in the Uttara Falguni Nakshatra. Okay, let me just share with you. Now, if you will see this, Venus is going to be in the Uttara Falguni Nakshatra, and is going to be in the Uttara Falguni Nakshatra from the 31st of October till the 12th of November. Now, it was forming an exchange earlier to this with Sun. Now, as you know, if you're in India, you will know that the Moitra case, has taken a sharp turn. So she was supposed to be there on the 31st of October. She was summoned, and now she's postponed it to 5th of November. So that is the women counterpart in the politician, the authority, because of Venus forming a connection with Ketu, because it's gone in exchange. Now Venus is going to be exalted. So it is in Uttara Falguni Nakshatra, again, not to forget, and that Sun is the ruler of Uttara Falguni, is in the Rahu Ketu axis again. So this is going to be very precarious time for the female counterparts, for the women counterparts in authority. So you have to be careful before making decisions. And we do have 3 days exchange between Venus and Mercury also, because Venus is going to be in the Virgo sign and Mercury is going to be in the Libra sign. So for 3 days, till 6th of November, Mercury stays in Libra sign. So this is a good, actually, this is pretty much good for the communication, relationships on the whole. It is for 3 days, it's a good transit. Then we have we do have Sun and Jupiter's opposition at the same degrees. Can you see this is the day when they will be exactly in opposition on the 3rd of November, which means that the authorities will be able to make some, come to some conclusions. Though Jupiter is retrograde, but still it has power. So it is going to be giving some energy and power to the authorities and decision making. Okay. So this is what is happening. And Venus will be transiting through the 3 nakshatras, as you know. Firstly, till 12th of November, Uttara Falguni, and 12th of November to 24th of November, Hasta, and 24th November to 5th of December, Chitra. So, of course, till 30th of November in this sign, and then in the Virgo sign. So that's what we are heading to this week. And Moon, as it is going to be transiting the Cancer sign on the 4th till the 6th afternoon. So it's in the Kendra to Jupiter, Rahu, Ketu, Sun, Mercury, Mars. So again, there is a lot of energy this week amongst the planets. So when these kind of things happen, you know, it is definitely a very powerful, combination in the sky. So when the planets are forming that kind of a connection, you know, so we must see how they are going to play out in your personal chart whenever they are forming a connection in the transit. So any kind of dasha you're in now, people will be having all sorts of dasha, you know, that somebody will be having Jupiter dasha, Rahu dasha, Sun dasha, Ketu dasha, Mercury dasha, Mars dasha, Antra dasha also. So this brings about the activation of the energies even more when Moon comes into the Kendra on the 4th of November till the 6th afternoon. So this means that there will be a lot of emotional baggage that you'll be carrying, and you'll be making some important decisions related to the your emotional side even more during this time. So you must actually see Moon's condition in the sky and relate it with your personal chart. Okay, then you will get better results. Now we have to go ahead with the readings. So how do you see the readings? See, first of all, you can just put up your Kundali or horoscope, any software that you feel that you can, you're comfortable with. It can be Astro Sage, it can be Jagannath Hora, it can be Kundali software, Drik Panchang, Cosmic Insights. All these are very good softwares, quite authentic. You can just put in your data, date of birth, time of birth, place of birth, and you can erect your chart. Wherever AS is written, that is your ascendant. Wherever MO is written, that is your moon. Okay, so you must actually put up the chart for sure and see what dasha you're in, and that dasha will help you understand what is the condition right now. So that is why I always take up as per the ascendant, moon sign, and dasha sign wise also. See, dasha sign I do take. Why? Because that's going to be actually helping you understand what exactly is the condition right now for you personally. Because ascendant moon, there will be so many people born in Aries Lagna with moon in Aries, moon in Aries. So how do we, stand out the predictions then? How can we differentiate the predictions personally? So you have to see what are you running, the dasha you're running. So if at all you are running the dasha of Jupiter, suppose 16 years long dasha, so you have to go to the Antar dasha also. So if you are in the Jupiter's dasha, Jupiter must be seated in some sign, right? So make that sign your first house and you will get the results. See, people say that we get results through moon even more, or some say ascendant even more. I have seen that I feel that you should see from all sides. You should see from ascendant also, moon also, and dasha sign wise also. You will come to that conclusion, it has to sync. It has to sync actually. There has to be. Physically, it will be impacting you when you're seeing from the ascendant. Moon will be impacting you mentally. What is your mental state? How is your commitment with others? Sometimes the stress levels are very high. That can be the reason why we see the dasha, because is it the impact which is the intensity of impact is more or less? The dasha will be the deciding factor. So make Jupiter's sign, whichever sign is, suppose Jupiter is in your Libra. So make Libra your first house. Then see how the planets are transiting. If Jupiter is along dasha, so go to the the Antardasha also. Okay, that will help you. Okay, so that's how you should be doing. There's a way to look at the transits. You cannot just take it for granted. The transit videos, because we are doing. We are very responsible. We are given that responsibility. We have to be very serious about all these things. We cannot just make a sweeping statement and say, oh, this is going to be a beautiful time for you, or this is going to be a very tough time for you. There is a way to convey things. Okay, so just take it in a stride. But definitely, I do very seriously these readings, because there's always karma and Rinanubandhan attached to the readings. If I don't do it honestly, I have to suffer for that as well. Okay. So for Aries natives, this week, Moon is going to be transiting your second, third, and fourth houses. Okay. Venus is going to be shifting out from your fifth house to the sixth. And we have a Jupiter and Sun in opposition to each other. Now, when Moon is in the second house, it is exalted. Now, here one thing is happening, that Mars is looking here, the Lagnesh is looking here. So you will find very good results related to this zone. You will be working through your finances. You will meet a potential partner. You will be connecting with your family. You want to maybe convey something very sternly, very firmly this week, especially from the 30th till the first evening-ish. So you have to be very careful about your relationships also, or your partner's health. Could be that you are looking for a potential partner, you meet somebody, you start dating that person, or you can start doing that also from this time. Venus is going to be debilitated. See, whenever Venus goes in the debilitation sign, it is not too comfortable. That is why it is debilitated. He becomes very analytical in love relationships, and very calculative, very stingy. So when Venus is in the Virgo sign from the 3rd of November till the 30th of November, so you have to be taking extra care about your relationship and finances, because Venus is the Maraka also. But when the 7th Lord is transiting your 12th house from itself, so this is the time when you will be working through a relationship even more. I don't think this is bad, because Venus is an Akara Graha, is debilitated, so it will give good results for you. So in relationship, you will get clarity as to what you want to do, how you want to just change things. I'm going to be writing here this also, that I'm going to be covering Venus's transit also here. Okay, Venus Virgo. Okay, so that you get to know about the readings. So when Venus is in your 6th house zone, so there can be some professional difficulties you have to undergo. But at the same time, you will be actually managing your okay, where did it go? Oops. One second. Okay, so you will be able to manage your relationship now. If at all you feel that you're not able to get along well with the partner, you're feeling that you want to part ways, etc., just wait, give it some time. Things will get better. Things are going to be that discord is not the solution. You should wait for that. And as it is, Moon will be in the 10th house from there, when Venus is ingressing here. So you will definitely be making some major choices during this time. If are a student, you will be doing really great during this time, from 3rd to the 30th of November. Moon will be transiting through Gemini sign from the 1st to the 3rd of November. So that is the time when you will be experiencing some communication. There will be some people you'll be meeting, travels will take place. You might just come across some people who are authoritative, maybe your colleagues, your bosses. You will connect with them. Creativity is very high. Your intellect goes towards better, and you do make good decisions during this time related to your work, your professional career. Also, your mental inclination is towards creativity. You work on your ability that you have, and finances also. You're going to be having that courage to make decisions. Can be that you go upfront in whatever you want to convey others. So this is a good period for you, and any kind of correspondence, be careful because Ketu is there and Saturn is also there. So you have to be very meticulous in your conveying the things to others. If you're working, you have to be careful about your emails, and you have to be careful about your correspondence. Maybe that can go haywire. So be a little extra careful about that. Mercury is going to be leaving the zone on the 6th. It's still in Libra sign, so being the ruler of the 6th and the 7th. So this is going to be bringing about some connectivity with your partner even more. You are going to be learning some lessons of life during this time also, because 7th house is the house of union, basically, so you will be mentally and intellectually getting connected with intellectual people. Business wise also, you will be working on your finances. Moon will be transiting through the Cancer sign from the 4th, 5th, from the 4th to the 6th afternoon. So, of course, this week ends on the 5th, but I'm covering 6th also. So when Moon is in your 4th house, it's going to be forming a connection with all the planets there. So you will be thinking too much about your work, your profession, your career, your home, how you can balance things there. You are thinking about growth prospects also. You might connect with your family members and take their advice, take their help, how I can improvise on myself. You might just get connected with your friend circle also. You are very emotionally involved during this time. Maybe your mother gets some promotion during this time. You might just you have to take care of your mother's health though, but this is a good time for your relationship with your partner and with your family members also. If you want to go in for some renovation, redoing your place, you can do that as well. Just don't deviate from the path. And you can also think why Ketu is not changed signs till now. It's because I take true notes, and that's the reason I am not taking Rahu Ketu still in the Virgo and Pisces signs. As far as your financials are concerned, Jupiter is the ruler of your 12th house. So overseas income is quite possible. You might just travel for work, for business, and you can have very good growth also in business. Business prospects are going to increase. Professional life will be full of workload. It is like too much is coming through your way. Also, Venus is going to be in the 6th house, the 3 Shadaya houses, one of the 3 Shadaya houses. So this is going to be giving you too much of inclination towards opponents. Maybe the opponents become very friendly, they understand you, and the competition is mellowed down, and you get successful because of the 7th Lord in the 6th house. So this is whenever this 6th house gets active, why? Because you must see when planets are transiting the 6th house, because that's the karma of your luck, your future life actually. What you have to do in this life to improve your next life, and what you have got from the past life also can be seen from this 6th house energy. So this is going to give you very good positive time as far as quitting your karma is concerned. Okay. So children are going to do well. They can beat the competition, and just enjoy this week. I think this is a brilliant week for you when Moon is transiting through and forming a connection with so many planets. Coming to the next sign, that is Taurus. Now, for Taurus natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 1st, 2nd, 3rd houses this week. And from the 30th till the 1st evening, Moon is going to be in your 1st house. And in the Kendra, as you can see, we have a Saturn, we have a Venus, we have a Jupiter and Rahu in the 12th house. So this might bring about some travels. You might be thinking about, how you can connect with people emotionally, how you can improvise on yourself, how you can work through the relationships, and you can be very emotional also, especially during the start of the week. Moon is exalted here. So this will bring about too much inclination towards relationship, towards finances also, because 2nd sign is about finances. So you might get very emotionally attached to the growth prospects now. And second house is about your first house is about honor, dignity, prosperity, and also, the virtues. You will be contemplating on all of that. Venus is the ruler, which is going to be getting debilitated this week on the 3rd of November till the 30th of November. So this might bring about some loss of position also, because it's debilitated, but you can still, get a lot of creative insights now with Venus transiting your 5th house. Venus and Lagnesh in the 5th house, forming a trinal connection is not bad. But at the same time, you have to have a good connectivity with your children. You have to look at your love relationship from a different perspective. You have to be a little more practical rather than taking, emotional decisions. Students will be performing very well during this time when Venus is going to be transiting your 5th house, and it is going to bring about some enhanced level of understanding amongst each other, also with your partner in relationships. And Moon will be transiting your 2nd house on the 1st till the 3rd of November. And here it is going to be in trine to all the planets, which are Saturn, Mars, Ketu, Sun, Mercury. So there is a lot of focal energies on the 2nd house for you. You will be working through your finances, your health, your relationship with the bosses, seniors, change of job, change of place. All that can happen during this week, because when Moon is forming a connection with all of that, your mind is just focused and channelized to all these energies. I want to change. I want to do this. I want to think big. How I can defeat the opponents. How I can work better, and how I can increase the prospects, finance prospects, my professional career prospects, how I can improve on them. You're thinking too much because this is the air sign. So you have a lot of imagination, if it's working, your creativity gets enhanced, your communication gets enhanced also. So communication firstly with you yourself and then with others, that's going to get active. Okay, then Moon will be transiting your 3rd house. The 3rd house is the house of mental inclination. Now when Moon is going to be in the 3rd house, it is also in the Kendra to so many planets, and it's a movable sign. So you will have lots of thought process, a lot of thoughts coming into your head. I must do this. I must talk to that person. You will be talking to many people now. You want to just quit, the past life, whatever has happened in the past, some, even if it's a bitter experience you have gone through. Now you want to just reconcile. You want to just quit the karma. You want to just move on rather than, just dragging things too much. And it is going to be giving you some short journeys, travels, communication, correspondence, writing, change of residence, selling of property. That can also happen because Mars is in the 4th places away from there, and it's in the Rahu Ketu axis also. So this might bring about some surgical process also if you have to go through. And I always say surgery, please do not take it as a negative treatment, because it is going to give you relief. Something is taken out from your body, it is going to give you relief from the pain that you're going through. So if you are waiting for the surgical process, you can do it after the eclipses get over, so you can do that. Also, Moon is going to be forming an interaction with Jupiter and Rahu here in the Kendra. So this will bring about some changes, or change of boss, change of profile of yours. And as far as your children is concerned, you will get connected with them also. Siblings, children, siblings going to the overseas lands is also possible. And it is also going to give you some stress. Mind you, there's a Saturn there in the Kendra, though it's forming a Sasya Yoga, but it is retrograde. So this means that you have to quit your past life karma, your karma that you have been assigned. Things have been moving very slow. If you have a direct Saturn in your chart, this is not a good time for you, because Saturn is your Yoga Karagraha after all, 9th and the 10th Lord in the Kendra. So it is not having that kind of potency to give you results, the growth prospects that you have been waiting for. Okay. So Venus definitely is going to be playing out very well because it's your Lagnesh and is going to be forming a 6-8 relationship with Saturn also, which is definitely going to be a positive, because when Saturn and Venus are forming a 6-8 relationship, it's considered to be good for financial growth. And Venus is also your sixth lord. So this will actually help you combat the opposition, competition, taking care of your health. Now you'll be focusing more on all of that as well, because it is going to be giving you some more, that thrive to attain success, mentally, emotionally, and physically also. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Gemini. For Gemini natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 12th, 1st, and 2nd houses this week. See, whenever Moon is in the 12th house, it gives you loss of self. Actually, it is loss of self, self expenditures. Expenditures increase. Your inclination is towards charity even more. You want to spend more time in isolation, because you are now the cycle is coming to an end. Now you want to contemplate what all happened, how I can improve or improvise on myself, how things can fall in place. All of that you will be thinking about. You will be thinking about the impediments or the obstacles you've gone through. This is also the time when you will be experiencing a lot of unnecessary expenditures, or foreign connections can also revive. Collaborations will take place. So this is very good for foreign journeys also, if at all you're thinking of taking that kind of trip. Then Moon will be transiting through your 1st house, which is the house of honor, appearance, also dignity, prosperity, general well-being, head region. So this will give you, because it's in trine to the malefic planets, so this might give you too much of anxiety. You will think about things that you have, like, oh, why did you'll be having that guilt and that regret. You have that when Moon is over the 1st house. You get very emotional. So why I did that, how I can come out of it, all that will be going on. And you will be focusing on yourself also. You become a little self-centric when Moon is transiting through the 1st house. This might bring about some general idea, general viewpoint about the surroundings, the relationships, money, because the ruler of the 2nd house is in the 1st. So you will be thinking about growth prospects now, even more. You will be thinking about how you can improvise on yourself in the monetary sense also. This will bring about some connectivity with your people, your partner, your potential partner you can come across, and this will bring about some irritability in your romance also, if you are already in a romantic relationship. Saturn, being the ruler of your 9th house, is retrograde. So this is not actually giving you that kind of support right now. Everything is slow, and once Saturn comes out of the retrograde, it's going to be stationary this week though, but once it comes out of the retrograde and gets direct, things are definitely going to get better. Things are going to move forward, and you will start experiencing growth in your profession, in your karma. You will be able to get the support of the luck also. It's the luck house after all, once Saturn gets direct. So I will be doing a separate video on Saturn's in direct motion. Also, we have Moon transiting through your 2nd house. That's happening on the 4th, 5th, 6th afternoon, till that time. So this will bring about too much energy or too much inclination towards money matters, your profit, gains, or losses. Your focus is on resources, how you can become better, how you can work through your possessions, your jewelry, your assets, your securities, your shares. You will be having a lot to deal with during this time. Maybe there is a outflow of money happening, too much of expenditures happening, so you're worried about that. This is a good time to purchase a property when Venus is also transiting your 4th house. This might bring about some guests at home, or it can also give you some kind of vehicle change, or maybe you will be taking your vehicle to the garage to get it all right. Maybe there's some fault Real estate dealings will be definitely fruitful. Mother's health will improve because there is no other planet in the Kendra apart from Venus for you. So this will definitely increase the relationship quotient with the people you move around with. So this is a very positive Venus transit. So then you will be able to, come out of the depression that you're going through because of the money matters, because you will be connecting with your friends, and the friends are actually going to help you out. So that's something which is very positive. And Venus being the ruler of your 5th and 12th is very good for sending your children away from you for further education also. Some new education plan, big university, posh university can be joined as well. Okay. But you have to be a little extra careful because Ketu is in your 5th house in Libra sign. So relationships are tested during this time. So you have to be really, really careful and do not give up on your partner right now. Okay. That's what, and financially, yes, you would be doing a little better because moon, when transits through its own zone, it will give you the inclination to make money out of money also, and your growth prospects will definitely be growing. Financial will be growing as well. Coming to the next sign, that is Cancer. So for Cancer natives, this moon is going to be transiting your 11th house, 12th house, and first house. So when moon is in the 11th house, your Mars is also looking here, not to forget that. So your need to connect with your friends, your society you move around in, that will increase. And in the previous house, to this moon is a Jupiter and Rahu. So you will get connected with the influential people, politicians, somebody who is at that stature. You will meet those kind of, in that community, you will be moving around. When moon is also in the sign from the 30th till the first evening. So this is definitely very positive. Use this time for doing things which are favorable for you and which will uplift you, and maybe some support you need, and you will get. Take care of your mother's health because Ketu Mars are there in your 4th house. Property related matters, any kind of issues with your vehicle, you should be careful, extra careful. Venus will be ingressing your 3rd house, and this is the place where you will actually be maybe you will be actually be tested how your decision making power is, because you have to make certain decisions, bold decisions. Now you will be getting support from your family, from your siblings. You should take the support, in fact, and your friends also. It's in trying to the your 7th and the 5th, your 11th houses also. So this will be a good combination. If you are looking for a matchmaking, this is a good placement for improving your relationship with your partner. Your people around you will be supportive of you, whatever you will say, whatever you want. Don't be lazy. Don't have that laid back attitude. On the 1st till the 3rd of November, moon will be ingressing your 12th house. Now, when 12th house happens, what happens? You travel. There is a lot of expenditure. You don't want to, but you land up making. But when there is expenditure, that means you have money to spend, right? You will not spend beyond your capacity. If you do take credit cards and you're taking loans and spending on frivolous things, then obviously there is, I can't comment on that. But definitely when you're spending, you know yourself that there is a limit to everything. So you have to draw a line when moon is actually in the 12th house. This is the house of isolation also. You might feel a little isolated, secluded. You feel that, I have done too much of work. Now I want to rest. Some presentation you have to prepare. Some office work, pending job you have to do. So you can do it on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of November. And also, with the authorities, with your siblings, with your, the female counterparts in the family, you will get connected and you will take their help and advice also. There can be a get-together, small get-together in the family as well. Moon will be ingressing your 1st house on the 4th, 5th, and 6th afternoon. Till then, that time, moon is going to be in the 1st house. The 1st house is about honor, dignity, and what is your actually capacity to deal with the situations, negative situations, little tough situations, how you deal with that, how you become more, dignified, how you can change your appearance, your looks to look better, to look presentable. You are thinking about yourself, your family. At times, you become very self-centric also. You get emotional also when moon is there. So you have to handle these energies. You have to deal with these energies even more. And in the Kendra to moon, we have a Ketu, Mars, Sun, Mercury, Rahu, Jupiter. So this leads to a lot of changes, some change you can anticipate. You have to take care of your mother's health. You have to take care of your bosses. They are maybe quitting and going, and the department is going to get changed. All of that can happen with the 0-degree Rahu, because it is the strongest. When Rahu Ketu are at 0 degrees, they have the potency to give the results even more. In the 10th house, it is in Saravali, in Uttara Kalamrit, it said that it's not a good placement, but Brihad Parashara Hora Shastra also says it's a good placement for Rahu. Jupiter is also there. So you have to be learning more. You have to acquire more knowledge and be wise before making any major decisions. Okay. And definitely we have a moon and combination of a moon with all the planets. So this is going to give you inclination towards the emotional side even more, and less practical. You should be rather be more practical if you really want to be successful. Venus is also forming a good connection with the rest of the planets, because it's in a 3 Shadaya houses, and it is forming a connection with Mercury for 3 days, and then it is going to be forming a connection with total relationship with Ketu, Mars, and Sun. So this is going to be giving you some issues at the home front. Correspondence might take a toll, or maybe you're overworked, you're burnt out. So you have to take care of your health also. You can be under the weather. You can feel that as well. So you have to be very strong, very firm, very courageous. What you really want, this clarity will be there when Venus transits through your Virgo sign. Venus is a very emotional planet, and it's going to be in the sign of debility. Why? Because it is not an analytical Venus. It is a very, poetic, or we can say very, imaginative kind of a planet. It's not about practicality. It's very emotional. Okay. So you have to deal with this Venus, but there are the, planets who are helpful. Coming to the next sign, that is Leo. People got disturbed with Leo reading of Rahu, Rahu transit. 8th house transit of Rahu, how can it be that great? But yes, I did mention the remedies also in that video. Please go back and refer to that. Moon will be ingressing your 10th, 11th, and 12th houses this week. 10th house from the 3rd to the 1st of evening. 11th house from 1st to the 3rd of November. Cancer, that is the 12th house from 4th to the 6th afternoon. So this Venus is going to be leaving your first house as well. So there are a lot of changes this week we can anticipate. Okay. Maybe something to do with your financials, your family, your food, or skills. All that we'll come to as well when Venus is going to be in the 2nd house. But before that, Moon is going to be in Taurus and is going to be feeling quite happy here, because Moon will be asked to work. So this Taurus sign will make him work also. There's a lot of work coming in. So you can be a little uneasy, and you can just, be burnt out also. That why I didn't ask for all this and I have to do all this. So you are feeling quite jittery about it also. But yes, in the 10th house, this Moon will give you honor, dignity, name and fame, prestige. So for whenever Moon is transiting your 10th house, it is going to yield you good results. Okay. And Moon will be transiting through your 11th house. That is from the 1st to the 3rd of November. And 11th house is very positive for connecting with the community that you move around in, the circle you move around in. So maybe, you will experience some new relationship. You might just propose the person you have been waiting for. Suddenly you will feel very light when Moon transits to your 11th house. Your ambitions, your desires, that can get fulfilled also with Jupiter in the 11th house. Lastly, Jupiter will be in the Moksha Sthana in your Cancer sign. That is from the 4th to the 6th afternoon. So when moon is in the 12th house, there are loss of self, loss of moods, means you can have mood swings. You can also spend on things and regret later. Could be, you're spending on jewelry, on clothes, because Cancer sign, so you will regret later. So no point regretting. You just buy. If you have that kind of money, you can buy anything. So go ahead with it. Don't have any regrets. Just streamline your expenses when moon is there. It's obviously it is going to be giving you some upheavals here and there. Also, when you're traveling, so you have to be taking care of drudgery, deception. People might just take undue advantage of you, and there can be some misfortune that can actually prevail. So you have to be careful about all of that. Some scandal, some fraud, all that happens when moon is in the 12th house. If you have an afflicted moon in your chart, you should be extra cautious about the eclipses. These are the eclipses which are coming to an end, but this is not, the impact is not getting over. So you have to be careful when moon is interacting with the planets, what it is giving us. All right. So then we have a moon forming a connection with all the planets in the 3rd house. Then we have Jupiter Rahu also in the Kendra. So there can be that the luck is by your side. Whatever you do, it's going to favor you. And Venus leaving the Kendra. So this will be a little tough period as far as your financials is concerned. It will give you good growth, but you have to work really very hard. You are thinking emotionally, but there is some loss also anticipated. You will gain, but you have to go through that loss first. So a lot of shopping or maybe a lot of expenditures on cars when Venus is in the 2nd house. And this might just be the time when you will be thinking about impressing others, impressing the lady or the boy in your life, who can actually, get connected with you for the future, the partner that you're looking for. That is also quite possible. Okay. For the student natives, this is a very good time because you have a Jupiter in the trine to the 5th house. Very good time. Not a good time for child conception or, progeny. There can be some health issues your child can have. Also, there is a possibility of some selling of property also this week. So just make decisions very carefully. Do not get carried away and make decisions. Okay. So that's what Leos are going to be experiencing with the moon's ingress in these signs. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Virgo. So for Virgo natives, moon is going to be transiting your 9th, 10th, and 11th houses this week. 30th to the 1st, 9th house, Gemini, that is the 10th house from the 1st to the 3rd, Cancer, 4th to the 6th afternoon in your 11th house. So to start with is the 9th house. 9th house is the house of faith. Mars is looking there. So you will be working on the spiritual pursuits very rigorously. You are going to be involved in acquiring that knowledge, that philosophical mind that you have. You might get really aggressive because Mars is looking. So you will really work through those energies even more. The religious belief system might change, or maybe, you are being very philosophical. You're guiding others. You're a motivational speaker. All of that is quite possible. And there can be that your father has to make some sacrifices because of the expenditures, rise in expenditures this month. So you have to be really well prepared for this moon's ingress in the 9th house. It is going to be giving you a lot of intuition, foresightedness, and higher journeys, also higher education journeys also. Okay. For higher studies, you have to leave. So could be that happens during this week itself. Okay. Venus is going to be ingressing your 1st house. It's going to get debilitated there. So you have to be careful about your relationship. First of all, your anger issues, ego clashes. It brings about too much ego also, though it is very, very weak here when it is debilitated, but it means that it is going to gain that confidence slowly and gradually. It is going to be Arohi after this, is going to be moving towards its own zone. So this Venus is definitely going to be giving you too much of distraction and diversion to your achievements, how you can achieve your goals. So when Venus is in the first house, you're going to be very analytical, you're going to be very practical. Your mode of thinking is going to change, your perspective is going to change. You might just be more involved in the beauty, in the sexual pleasures, happiness questions. You're working through, striving to all of those as well. This might bring about some loss of reputation also. Something which is not revealed will be revealed. Somebody who is a competitor or somebody who is in opposition of yours might just bring about something in the limelight. There can be some scandal also. So be careful, because there are so many planets in the second house of yours. And moon will be ingressing in your 10th house also this week. That's happening, as I said, on the 1st to the 3rd of November. So when moon is in the 10th house, you have to be cautious about your reputation. You cannot just take decisions or make decisions emotionally, because the bosses and the co-workers, they will be pushing you to take hasty decision, and then you will be landing up into a bigger soup. They might just conspire against you also, because in trying to this is Mercury, Sun, Mars, Ketu in the second house. So this might bring about relationship issues with your partner and also with your co-workers. So you have to plan everything well. You have to be cautious when you are making decisions related to your workplace. Don't quit your job this week. This is not the right time. Saturn is also in the trine to this. So you can, in haste, you can just let go of this job that you are in. So make the best use of the power, and the prestige. You have to take care of yourself at the workplace. Reputation is at stake. I repeat, don't make hasty decisions. It could be that you have to meet the foreign delegates. They're coming in, and you have a lot of workload, but at the same time you have that desire, fulfillment, ambition, and authoritative connections also coming through. But you have to be very practical rather than making some wrong emotional decisions. You should not be doing that. With the government authorities, you can maybe get connected. Anything that you have you really need to complete, you might be doing that as well during this week. And then lastly, moon will be transiting your 11th house, and that's happening on the 4th, 5th, 6th afternoon. And 11th house is about your friendship, the circle that you move around in. And to that, in the Kendra, you have so many planets also. So this might bring about some issues that you have to deal with, or your friends, they have to deal with a lot of issues, problems at the workplace, boss is changing. So you might be guiding, them. This might be a support system for them. So you should support them, you should help them out, and you should also be more innovative now. Think in a very different perspective. Connect with the influential people, connect with the community. You don't leave all of that. Success in undertakings is also guaranteed when moon is going to be transiting the 10th, 11th house of yours this week. So completion of tasks will be done, and you will definitely feel that things are moving in the right direction now. Venus is going to be definitely in the first house, fetching you good results. If you are engaging in those kind of activities, don't overindulge in anything related to expenditures, related to shopping, related to sexual pleasures. You have to be doing everything in moderation. Only then things will get better. Okay, if you're looking for a relationship, you will definitely find the person you are waiting for, and this will definitely bring about some connection with the foreign lands also. And being the ruler of the 9th house, the luck lord is getting debilitated. So keep a constant check on your health also. Take care of your health during this time. Okay, otherwise it's not a bad transit for you if you handle it well. Be practical. And the student natives are also going to be traveling overseas. There are travels for maybe your partner, romantic partner is also going to be traveling, or maybe the ex-partner will come into your life also. Yes, quite possible. Coming to the next sign, that is Libra. So for Libra natives, moon is going to be transiting your 9th, 10th, 11th. Let's see, 8th, 9th, 10th houses this week. 8th house, 30th to the 1st of November. 30th October to the 1st of November, Gemini 1st to the 3rd of November, and Cancer 4th to the 6th afternoon. Now, when Moon is in the 8th house, Mars is also looking there. Okay, and the Lord is going to get debilitated soon. So it is Avrohi. So when Moon is in the 8th house, there is a lot of anxiety, some unseen, unforeseen circumstances, some sort of fear is there, some sort of insecurity you feel. There can be that you have to, work on your passion, on your relationships, how you can improvise on that. You will be working through your inheritance. Maybe, you have to sign some papers. This is also this house of insurance, pension. So you have to deal with the after, like you are on the retirement side. Now you have to start afresh, as in, a new chapter opens after retirement, right? We see the 8th house energies whenever there is retirement, you have to check. So this will bring about legacies. You'll be working on yourself. You will be now starting afresh. Some things will end now and other things will start. So this is a reunion time also with your people around you. You will get connected with more people. You will get disappointments, heartaches also. Not a good time to go in for heavy investments during this time. There can be, because the 10th Lord is in the 8th house, you have to be taking care of your emotional setup at the workplace. There can be that the work culture is not that great and you're feeling quite miserable. Why these people are working this way? Why they talk like this? Why they are doing all of that? So you will feel a little uneasy. So don't make any hasty or unnecessary decisions which can be deferred. So postpone, because there is a sense of defeat and loss. Maybe you're working on some project and you're not getting that kind of success. But at the same time, this is very positive for some new opportunities also. New doors will open. And 6th Lord is in the 7th, which is definitely very positive for you. Mars is your 7th Lord and it is looking at the 7th house. Mars is looking at Moon. You will get all the courage and support from the authorities, from your relationship. You will be doing really great in your love and relationship life. It will be giving you that kind of balance and those kinds of positive energies also to work through. Moon will be in your 9th house from the 1st to the 3rd of November. Now, 9th house is about wisdom, about luck. So luck is by your side. There are so many planets in trine to this Moon. So you have to make your travel plans now. How you communicate with people, with authorities. You have to plan everything well. What is your philosophical mind saying? You can be very poetic. You can be very, involved in higher learning. Those pursuits, learning a language, maybe, you will be involved in something like that. And you want to uplift yourself. How you uplift yourself? How you can improvise on your philosophical and religious belief system. You will be working on that also. So that means you're evolving. Your communication is going to change with people. You will come across some people who are going to uplift you. You're going to change now because there is a lot of energy in the trinal houses right now in the sky. So of the air signs actually. So when there is a lot of energy in the air sign, you tend to be very creative. You change your perspective. You become practically emotional and emotionally practical simultaneously. Okay, because it's an airy energy, right? Your dreams, your visions, that's expanding. Good for connecting with your parents, with your family. Children are going to do well. They're going to be expanding their horizons, travel plans for them also coming through. And there can be some journeys or dharma journeys, spiritual journeys also for dharma. The spiritual pursuits you're going to be following as well. And if you're having any kind of problems in the knees, in the feet region, in the shoulder blades, you're having pains, this might bring about some complications even more. So you have to take care of the body pains and skin related problems also. Okay. And Venus will be transiting through, not to forget, your Lagnesh is going to be transiting through the sign of Virgo in your debilitation sign in your 12th house. Expenditures are going to increase. Lagnesh is going to be in the 12th house. Travels to the overseas places is possible. Expenditure on the female counterparts is also quite possible. You have to have some self-control. Don't be overindulgent. Don't fall prey to any kind of scandal. Maybe some friend circle you are involved with is not that great and you're falling prey to the addictions. Be careful. Strengthen your married life. Because it's the 6th house from your 7th. So you have to strengthen it. It can bring about a break also. So how you do it, it's up to you. Businesses are going to increase and expand. Collaborations might come through. You might be also teaching somebody in the overseas lands. This is a good time for initiating something new, some long distance journeys, some long distance travels, which will be fruitful. Okay. So that's what is happening. And I've told you that moon will be in your 10th house from the 4th to the 6th. So this is a good time to make the best use of at the workplace. You will be maintaining your honor, your dignity. You will be getting all the accolades, and you will be connecting with the seniors and bosses and your colleagues, and you'll be working through your energies, channelizing your energies towards completing the tasks, the goals that you have set. So this is a good week for you. Don't be lazy. Don't fall prey to the external forces. There can be that people will pull you down. People will say something or the other, which might just bring about some, emotional bent of mind also. 10th house is also about a new profession. Maybe, you might be joining this time because in the Kendra, you have so many planets. It brings about changes. Whenever planets are in the Kendra, these 4 pillars, excuse me, this brings about changes in your life. So you have to be very well receptive to the change. Okay, change of job, change of personality, change of looks, change in your relationship, chemistry and bonding. Maybe you get involved with somebody in your relationship. New relationship can also trigger. So this is good in a way. It's a good week for you. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Scorpio. For Scorpio natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 7th, 8th, and 9th houses. Now, Venus is also going to be changing signs. Jupiter and Sun will be for a day right opposite each other. Saturn is stationary. So this will bring about some major changes in your chemistry and bonding with your people other than you. Relationship could be with your uncles, with your aunts, your friends, your relatives, your partner, your business partner. So now things are going to change. Chemistry and bonding is going to change. You will become very practical also, and you will have a different perspective towards your conjugal life. How you can make the best use of the relationship, how you can make the relationship towards better, how you can grow in the relationship. That is something which will be your focal point on the 30th till the 1st evening. Maybe you'll be taking your partner out on a dinner date, or, maybe you are going to be dressing up really well. You might be, just thinking of looking good, and buying clothes. Okay. So that is also, something has to happen over the daily routine, no? You will eat out because it's a Taurus sign. You have to take care of your dental issues if you're facing, because Mars is looking here. If you have to go for that procedure, go ahead, do it, finish it off. Why you have to drag it on? And Lagnesh is in the 12th house. So you have to take care of your health any which ways. If you have to make travel plans, you can make now. Mars is combust. So it might give you some issues in journeys, some difficulty in journey though. Moon will be transiting your 8th house also. And 8th house is a very deep house, actually. It's about something which is hidden, the under realms, the realms which you have to explore. You have that inclination to explore even more. As it is Scorpio, people are like that only, and it's a Gemini sign. So you will be actually getting two perspective to whatever you're looking at. So you will always have these two perspectives. You have those choices to make. And this will give you some kind of energies towards, coming out of that dejection, that scandal. You will have maybe two sources of income to work through. You're looking for some support from the family also, legacies, inheritance. You're going to be working on all of that as well. when moon is in your 8th house, and maybe you'll be signing some contracts or maybe some kind of travels, shares, crypto, you're going to be investing also, and you'll be making good money also during this time. It can bring about some hurdles in your um, uh, maybe your health, you can have some issues. So take care on the 1st to the 3rd of November, especially. Take care of your health, take care of your obstacles and hurdles, you're going to be going through during this time, related to your job, related to your relationships. This is not considered to be that great mental agony, you go through. But it doesn't only mean that it's completely negative, but yes, this can bring about some issues, some kind of worries, and can bring about some disgrace also. Some revelations will be made related to your relationship. So be watchful about that as well. Be prepared. 4 to the 6th is going to be in your 9th house, and moon is going to be in Kendra to so many planets. From 9th, you have planets in the 12th house, travels. You're going to be planning your journeys this week. And especially from the 4 to the 6, you might be traveling also. Just take care of your belongings. There can be some theft. There can be some loss of some document, important document. So keep everything intact and closer to yourself, because it's the 9th house. So you will be having some intuition, you will be able to have that sightedness. What I'm going to be doing. You're looking at the bigger picture now, how you can improvise on yourself. What is it that you have to learn? How you can uplift yourself, how you can enhance your skills. All that also you're going to be looking at. You'll be working on those areas as well. You can be very emotional about your children. Children might be leaving you and going overseas, or maybe joining some new, work, profession, career. Maybe they're going on that path. And this might bring about, some holy dips. Maybe you'll be going to the water place pilgrimage, and you'll be going to take a holy dip in that river. And also some education, overseas journeys for higher studies is also on cards if you're a student native. So go ahead, your vision and your your thought process is changing now. You have to open up, you have to open the horizons. Venus is going to be transiting your 11th house, and this brings about income, success, bonding with friends. But you become very practical. You might become very detached also at the same time. Okay, but you have to be more receptive, more practical, rather than being emotional in your relationship with your friends. You can't just give in and say that they need me, so I'm just giving in and I'm just going overboard. So just draw a line, because you can be going over the top, or maybe too much in that zone where you are going to be little more emotionally involved. So when Venus is there, you have to be going practical, and you have to be cautious about the relationship you are in. What kind of relationship you want, what kind of people you want to get connected with. Are they using you? Who am I? What am I doing in this relationship? All that will be going on. So you have to take care of that mindset as well. Okay. Maybe, you will be getting connected to your older sibling, or maybe you will be getting help from your older sibling. Travels might be there, with to the foreign lands, and you'll be making good amount of money. Collaborations will take place. Business collaborations will take place. Some investors will be actually coming in. So that is a good thing, right? In the 11th house. So this is a good week for you in a way. Okay. Health, you have to take care because Jupiter and Rahu are in your 6th house. So you have to, from time to time, just keep a constant check on your health rather than ignoring it. If you have some problem, just go ahead with the proper checkups. Don't ignore. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Sagittarius. For Sagittarius natives, moon is going to be transiting your 6th, 7th, and 8th houses this week. So when moon is in the 6th house, you are working through your health. You want to just, maybe you are burnt out. You're too much overloaded with work. You are under the weather. You want to just work on yourself. Now you want to isolate yourself to, complete the tasks. You want to just, be the best. be in the limelight. So all that, the urge will be too much. And your subordinates, your servants, your helpers, they're going to be by your side. If you have a good moon in your chart also, of course, and Venus also. So you might just come across your, maybe there's a get together and people come home, your maternal uncle, your aunt, you get connected with them. That is also quite possible. And this in Taurus sign, Mars is also looking here, not to forget that. So any kind of litigation, loans, don't get involved in. Take care of your health from time to time. It might just bring about some irritability in your mouth region and also in your stomach region. So whatever you will eat might not get digested. So you have to take care of that as well. Moon will be ingressing or transiting your 7th house also on the 1st until the 3rd. It's going to be in your 7th house. 7th house is bonding with your partner. Maybe you will be taking your partner out, wearing new clothes, spending on your partner, and some kind of if you have any kind of litigation, so you might be just working through that also. You're going to be getting emotionally involved in your relationship even more, and you will be looking at what is that you have achieved in the past. You will be working on that. If you have not, whatever you have not, you will be now working on that as well. That, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that. All that is also quite possible. And you will have a lot of wisdom now. You will have experience that because in the trine, can you see there are so many planets to the 7th house? Now the wisdom prevails, how you can work on your relationship with the people around you. This involves your siblings, older, younger. This involves your partner. This involves your family members also. How you can just quit your karma, how you can work on that dharma path, that is something that you will be actually working on this week. You'll be contemplating, you'll be, just addressing those areas, those issues. So it's good. So it's good for enjoyment purpose though, maybe coming through a new partner, relationship, that is also on cards. You might become very spiritual during this time. Maybe you might visit a religious place also. Moon will be ingressing your 8th house where the Cancer sign is. Now, this is the place where you should avoid going to near the river, near the water body during this time. And this is also going to be giving you some kind of mental agony, obstacles, hurdles. You feel that things are not moving. So when these kind of things happen, these kind of phases come in, you should lie low. This is not the right time to make heavy investments, going for some new tasks, some new assignments. It's better that for 2 quarter days, just avoid. If you have to, you can, definitely go ahead with, you can make a decision. You can make some decisions if you want, related to your business and your relationship, but you have to be cautious that, okay, if you can't avoid, you have to make decisions, then what will you do about your health? It might just give you a lot of stress. So you have to keep a constant check when moon is in the 8th house, especially on the 4th to the 6th afternoon. You have to keep your mental setup in check, constant check. Okay. So you are prone to making wrong and hyper decisions also. So don't do that. You will regret once moon comes out, and in the next week will be in your 9th house. No point doing that. No. Work through your inheritance, work through your insurance, your tax payments, pension, all that you will be also handling, and getting connected with the government also is quite possible. Venus is going to be changing signs. Venus is going to be transiting your 10th house. Venus loses Digbala in the 10th house, becomes very lazy. Venus is not the planet for working, hard. Venus is a luxurious planet. Love, relationship, romance, money, power, all that is because of Venus. But when Venus loses its potency and also gets debilitated here, from the 3rd to the 30th of November, you have to be very, very careful about your relationship with the people at the workplace. You might just have to deal with a lot of competition. There's a lot of workload. You have to be careful about your relationship with the seniors, female counterparts, especially. You might just come across some conspiracy, politics in the at the workplace. That happens. The dirty politics, you can get involved and get framed, or we can say that people can conspire. So be careful. There can be that somebody from your workplace comes into your life and becomes very important part, integral part in your life also. There can be that there's a lot of postponement, delays, frustrations at the workplace. Okay. And you have to be very calm. You have to be very respectful towards women. If at all you feel that you're getting aggressive, you want your work done, be polite. That will be done. Okay. Maintain good relationship with everybody during this Venus is ingress in your 10th house. All right. We have festivals. We have Karva Chauth. We have Ahoy, Ahoy Ashtami also. So it's really required that you can fast on these days. It's not necessary that you have to do it for your husband only. You can do it for your partner, whom you're involved with, you're in love with. So you can take the blessings of the divine, for the long life and a good life, quality of life should be good for your partner. You can pray for your children. Ahoy Ashtami is for your children. So worship the Lord, and the grace will fall on your children. Okay. So you should fast or you should celebrate, I would say. Okay. That's up to you how you call it. Fasting is something that, for children especially, and for your partner, when these 2 days are there, of course I fast. So for my kids and my husband, I do fast on these days. So this actually, is something that you get that from within. You get that from within. You have to do for your people. It's just a way of reciprocating their love, right? So do it. It's good. Coming to the next sign, that is Capricorn. Right. So for Capricorn natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 5th, 6th, 7th houses this week. Good week for you. Moderately, very good, I would say, because it's posited it's transiting the good houses this week. So to start with, it's going to be exalted in your 5th house. Being the ruler of the 7th in the 5th house will give you connection with the partner, romance, children. That area is going to get activated from the 30th October to the 1st of November evening. So you will have enhanced creativity. You will feel that something which is on hold has started to move. You will be going in for the recreation, entertainment, maybe, some amusement park you take your children, or some sports activity you take up together with your partner, a romantic partner, or with your children. This is a house of creativity. Creativity is also about your relationship with your partner who's not married. So just the partner. So this will be very good for the love affairs, for the relationship with your children. This might bring about some new relationship. You might become very religious minded, creativity, mantra siddhi. You'll be focusing on these areas even more when Moon is exalted in the 5th house. And being the ruler of the Kendra in the 5th house, the trine. So this is a very good Dhana yoga also. It's a Raja yoga, in fact, the triangle and the Kendra connection. So you might just get elevated at the workplace. You will get that kind of a news maybe. Okay. Then Moon will be ingressing your 6th house on the 1st to the 3rd of November. That's Gemini sign. So 6th house will give you inclination towards combating your enemies, your competition, your co-workers, connecting with them, teaching them, guiding them, being a motivational speaker, a healer. That is something which will actually come up. And also you have to combat the disease, the suffering that you're going through. So this is the time when you will be working on your health also. You take the help of your uncles, your aunts, meet them. Maybe they will guide you through. So take their guidance before making major decisions. And trying to this Moon are so many planets. So you, any which ways, have to take care of your health, take care of your mouth region, take care of your professional career also. And there are so many planets. Though Mars and Sun are very happy here, they're Digbala. So this is definitely going to be bringing upliftment at the workplace. But there's a Ketu seated there also. So you might feel that there is you are losing the interest at the workplace. You want to spend more time at the home front. That is something that you will be experiencing also. Take care of your honor, take care of your dignity. It's in your hand. Good time for getting married, because Moon will be transiting your 7th house on the 4th to the 6th afternoon. So this is the time But be careful, when Venus is debilitated, we should avoid getting married, we should avoid. So moon, when transits through your seventh house, this is a very good time to connect with your partner, take the partner out on date, and wear new clothes, spend more time with in your relationship. Be more disciplined. Be more disciplined. That's what you should be doing during this moon in the seventh house transit. Any kind of issues that you're experiencing in your relationship, you should work on that rather than parting ways. It's very easy to part ways, but to make a relationship is very difficult. Wear new clothes, go out, dine, and have a good chemistry and bonding. Venus is going to be leaving the zone of eighth house and will be transiting your ninth house. So ninth house brings about some good luck to you, being the partial yoga karagraha for this planet, this sign of Mercury. But Venus is your yoga karagraha transiting your trine. So definitely it's positive for you. Your social reputation is going to increase. Some ceremonies can be taking place at home, some homam or some kind of puja, Satyanarayan puja. You might be doing all of that during this week. Some kind of, purchases can be made on the electronic goods or gadgets, maybe something to do with clothes, jewelry. You might be going in on a shopping spree also. That is why when Venus debilitates, you should be cautious of your expenses and the indulgence in your sexual pleasures. You have to be cautioned because this can lead to some complications later. But yes, in moderation, everything is perfect. And in case you have any government, anything related to government, any kind of paper, etc., which is long pending, will get cleared now. So don't worry about all of that. Okay. So moon is well positioned. Rahu and Ketu are in the Kendra. So you will spend more time, as I said, at the home front. Your mother might be having some health issues during this time. I can sense that. Take care. Coming to the next sign, that is Aquarius. For Aquarius natives, this moon is going to be transiting your 4th, 5th, 6th. The 4th house transit of moon is considered to be very good because he is Digbala there. And to top it all, he's exalted also. So beautiful, beautiful placement when moon is in the 4th house. This is about your purchasing of property. You're inclined towards buying vehicle, traveling, selling of property, buying of property, connecting with your mother. Also, it can be about hidden treasure. You might just, hidden treasure is something from the past, that comes again, in the picture. Some kind of conversation happens and you just get reminded of the past. And then you think, oh, I was like that. I must do that now again. And here it is also forming a connection with Mars. Mars is looking at the zone. So your aggression has to be toned down because this will give you a lot of aggression to start with. But at the same time, you can channelize that aggression towards doing things now. You will achieve your goal. You're right there. Don't give up. Okay. You will get that clarity. You will definitely improve when Mars is looking at this moon in the 4th house. So then moon moves forward and reaches the 5th house. As for the 5th house, moon will give you that connectivity with your people, with your children in romance. You will start connecting with your the hobbies. You want to pursue your hobbies, you want to entertain yourself, amusement, sports activity, something to do with that, because it is also in trying to Mars, Mercury, Sun, and Ketu. So this will definitely be bringing about some connection with your partner or with your family, or something to do with your mantra siddhi also. You can be going in for mantra and tantras during this time. And this will bring about a lot of learning experiences to you. You will learn from your mistakes, learn from your past, and then you will be able to grow. Okay, that's a positive thing which is happening. Then moon moves into the 6th house zone, 5th house zone, sorry. 5th house from the 1st to the 3rd of November. So 5th house is about children, pleasures, entertainment, as I just said. So you can get involved in all of that. Then moon moves into the 6th house on the 4th till the 6th afternoon. So this is the time when you will be focused on your workouts, on your looks, on your connectivity with people. You're the people's person. You want to serve others. You want to do for others. Maybe you will be helping your colleagues. You'll be connecting with the influential people, and you will be working on your health. Some diet plan you will be taking as well, because your moon is in Kendra to all the planets: Rahu, Jupiter, Mercury, Mars, Sun, Ketu. So this is the time when you will be experiencing a lot of energy coming through. You might feel that you're not able to cope up. You'll be overwhelmed with the energy flow. So you have to streamline everything one by one, one by one. Take one thing at a time. Only then you'll be able to complete everything. Venus is going to be coming out of your 8th house and is going to be transiting your 9th house. So this is again a very positive thing which is happening for you. So Venus is going to be enhancing your from the 7th house. It is going to be transiting your 8th house. So this will actually bring about some revelations now. Your sexual pleasures, the urge will increase. You're going to be overindulgent. There can be some scandals you can involve in. So you have to be taking care of that. There can be something that you will be working through your financials. Some new project might come in, or overseas people might connect. So you will have that kind of peace now. Okay, that something is moving. And also this will bring about some harmonious relationship with your people, with your partner, or if you're a student native, you might be working through your education plans also. You might be traveling as well. Okay, which is like not bad for this Venus, because Venus was in the 7th house. So forming a connection with the influential people was definitely evident. So with this Venus in the 8th house, it might just not bring you that, but it will at least it will just minimize the negatives. Okay, Venus in the 8th house. Okay, some disappointment will be there, but at the same time, you will be able to deal with it very well. Expenditures might increase also on the gadgets, etc. So be careful about that as well. If you really want, you can do that. If you want to purchase a vehicle, you can do that as well. But don't overspend. If you have something, you should just, be careful. You just don't go overboard in anything. All right. So coming to the next sign, that is Pisces. Last one. For Pisces natives, Moon is going to be ingressing your 3rd, 4th, and 5th houses this week. You will be very communicative to start with. You have that urge to speak, maybe to your sister, to your brother. You want to, that is building up. So you want to vent it out. Okay. So that is something which will happen in the initial part, on the 30th of October till the 1st of November evening. So you will have that urge to speak. You want to just, make some decisions. So you need some help now. There are certain people who are not able to be helpful. They're not extending that kind of help. So you really need to connect with your own people now. You can be firm. You can have a lot of valor. You can have a lot of courage to make some decisions, bold decisions now, with the trinal impact of so many planets also. And Kendra impact of so many planets also. And Mars is looking here as well. So when Mars looks here, it gives you courage any which ways. So you will have a lot of courage to make decisions. You will connect with your siblings now. You will take the help of your friends also. So this can bring about a lot of energy towards correspondence, towards communication, short journeys. You can take up short journeys also. Writing skills will enhance. Okay. All those should be actually channelized to the right place. If you don't, then you will be aggressive, fighting with your siblings, you'll be dissatisfied in relationship. All that can also happen. So instead of doing that, just pay attention to the resolutions, solve the problem rather than expanding the problems. Okay. Moon will be ingressing your 4th house from the 1st to the 3rd of November. 4th house is the house of mother, domestic peace, that kind of a serene environment, as we say, after too much of workload, correspondence, practical aspects of life. Now you're coming home. When Moon transits through the Gemini sign, you're coming home. Now you want to actually be at peace. You want to relax. That is why it's the mother's lap. It said that it's the mother's lap. The maximum peace you get is only on mother's lap. how much ever you grow old also, you will get that, find that peace only from that mother. So this will give you too much of, focus on the home front, connecting with your family, connecting with your people, redoing your place, renovating the place, buying new vehicles, or maybe you're going to be driving. So all that is also the highlight of the theme of the week as well. Okay. In the fourth house, and some kind of ancestral property, if you have, you might just be contemplating on selling it off. So that is also quite possible. Then moon will be ingressing your fifth house. Okay. And fifth house is the from the 4th to the 6th evening, 4th to the 6th afternoon of November. So this will bring about connection with your children, with your partner. Romance might increase. The romantic association will maybe, take another turn. And also entertainment and entertainment, amusement, sports activity, romantic view, and also some kind of love affair can also trigger. There are so many planets in the Kendra. So this is the time when your children are going to be in the competition and they'll be successful, they'll be traveling, they'll be getting all sorts of energies towards positive also. Everything is streamlined, and divine has a very, different kind of a plan. We have to just execute it. Okay. So Venus is in dignity here, even if it debilitates here, but it is right opposite the exaltation place. So for the Pisces natives, this is the time to get married. This is also the time for social reputation. You can have some kind of effort, which areas where the effort is required. Okay, business, relationships, or travels, journeys, expenditure part, all of that is quite possible. But for sure, you will be resolving the misunderstandings that you have been facing. Okay, so this is a good time for all of that as well. So your energies are choked, tied up because of the Rahu and Saturn in the 212 from the first. So you have to come out of that yourself. You have to push yourself. Rahu will be exiting out of the second house. You'll feel quite relaxed and at peace also. Okay. So I hope everybody is happy with the readings, because you say that I'm not doing the readings, I'm not justifying, I don't know how to justify, because in a flow I speak, I don't have a script. I just keep on speaking. So for some, I speak little, for some I take too much time. So it happens in a flow. So you can pardon me for that. Maybe I can make it up, in the next videos. So just give me that, boost rather than pulling me down. And, it does, obviously, when I'm doing my best, I'm trying to do my best and I get this. So it just, something, gets disturbed. So let's just accept things as they are, isn't it? So I hope you all have a great week ahead. And Saturn is going to get stationary. So everyone, just make sure that now is the time that Saturn is going to be focusing his attention on the houses where your Saturn is in the natal chart. And how is it forming a connection with the Aquarius sign? This is important. I did not cover it in the beginning, so I'm covering it now. Saturn is in trine to Gemini as well as Aquarius, as well as Libra. So now there is a lot of energy focused on the Gemini, wherever your Gemini is. Focus the energy on wherever your Libra is. So you have to be careful when you're talking, when you're conveying something to others, when you're traveling, short journeys, etc. You have to be taking extra caution when you are, doing anything wrong in your relationship. If there is anything wrong, you should work through the energies. Take the help of Saturn. Shanidev wants you to be very, very disciplined. And if you're not, he will do it, some way or the other. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great week and have great festivities ahead also. Om Tat Sat.